One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on a team from Conference USA, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by... Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And he's in for the score.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The run to the right. Had nowhere to go, couldn't.
On the set. 42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. So now it's second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll do it himself. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the option. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Armour. Rushes on him. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Defend. Caught, little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Grabbed in the middle, it's Milner.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. It's caught. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, MTSU. He got a step and just... The inside handoff. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Back to throw, it's Armour. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really... Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense playing a bail technique. Give to the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The corners are walked up tight.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got him downfield. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Armour. Tight end finds a soft spot. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call.
On the set.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Made it harder on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass. And
fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll run it to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Well, the running back made the catch, but that was only part of the equation. He was out of bounds. It's incomplete. 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They bring the punter onto the field now. He was working his way toward... This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it.